Donald Trump's return to the White House adds more unpredictability to an already volatile world. There are plenty of risks, but potentially also opportunities. These are Crisis Group's 10 conflicts to watch in 2025. In Syria, Bashar al-Assad's dictatorship has fallen. The country could get back on its feet, but after years of bloody civil war, plenty could go wrong. For Syria's new authorities, preventing disorder and allowing for an inclusive transition are priorities. Foreign powers should loosen sanctions that obstruct aid and investment. The war in Sudan is uprooting and starving more people than any other conflict today. If the fighting is left unchecked, the country could see a violent fracture. Outside actors have fueled the war. Now they need to put a higher priority on ending it.
People of Sudan.
Donald Trump has vowed to end the Ukraine war through negotiations with Russian President Vladimir Putin. Talks are worth trying, but it is hard to see a path to a sustainable deal. Meanwhile, Putin may be tempted to test Trump's commitment to European allies, creating new risks of confrontation and escalation. Israel's offensive on Gaza, launched in response to Hamas's attack on 7 October 2023, has laid waste to the Strip, leaving over 45,000 dead and thousands more missing. A battle looms as well in the West Bank, which Israel may be poised to annex. Following Israel's hammering of Hezbollah in Lebanon and the Assad regime's fall in Syria, Iran looks more vulnerable than at any time in decades. While US and Israeli hawks push for strikes on Iranian nuclear facilities or even regime change, talks to limit Tehran's nuclear program and support for proxies offer a better way forward. Many Haitians hope a new government and a Kenya-led security mission could rein in the gangs wreaking havoc in their country. Those hopes have now faded. Haiti's government is calling for UN peacekeepers, though whether such a mission is feasible or would it be effective is unclear. During his campaign, Trump promised to slap high tariffs on Mexican goods and deport millions of migrants. Within his Republican Party, some suggest the US should unilaterally bomb fentanyl labs in Mexico. Those policies would tank relations between the two countries, whose economies and security depend on cooperation. Midway through 2024, Myanmar's military regime appeared to be teetering as rebels seized control of many areas along the country's borders. China has since thrown the junta a lifeline, but elections planned for 2025 offer no vision for a better future and instead promise more bloodshed. 2024 began with Kim Jong-un abandoning North Korea's decades-old policy of peaceful unification with South Korea. It ended with Pyongyang ratifying a mutual defense pact with Moscow and President Yoon Suk-yeol attempting a coup in Seoul. Trump could make a new push on nuclear diplomacy, but negotiations would be tougher than during his first term. The peninsula is set for a difficult 2025. Competition between the world's two major powers continues to intensify. Tariffs, Taiwan, and Chinese ambitions in the South China Sea are among the potential flashpoints. Trump's skepticism towards alliances unsettles Asia almost as much as it does Europe. These are Crisis Group's 10 conflicts to watch in 2025.